Well, thank you very much. They call it Super Tuesday for a reason. This is a big one. And they tell me, the pundits and otherwise, that there's never been one like this. There's never been anything so conclusive. This was an amazing night, an amazing day. It's been an incredible period of time in our country's history. It's been sad in so many ways, but I think it's going to be inspiring because we're going to do something that, frankly, nobody's been able to do for a long time. We've watched our country take a great beating over the last 3 years, and nobody thought a thing like this would be possible. We wouldn't have Russia attacking Ukraine. We wouldn't have Israel being attacked. Iran, as you know, was broke. When I was running things, they were broke. They didn't have money for Hamas. They didn't have money for Hezbollah. We had no inflation. Inflation is destroying the middle class. It's destroying everything. Inflation, if you look back over the history, hundreds of years back, inflation is called a country buster. And that's what it's doing to our country. What's happened with inflation has been unbelievable. A lot of people say, a lot of experts have said the stock market's the only thing that's doing well, and that's doing well because our poll numbers are so much higher than Joe Biden's. But we had the safest border, the best numbers we've ever had, and now we have the worst numbers probably in the history of the world. It's sad to see what's happening to our cities. Our cities are being overrun with migrant crime, and that's Biden migrant crime. But it's a new category of crime, and it's violent, where they'll stand in the middle of a street and have fistfights with police officers, and if they did that in their countries from where they came, they'd be killed instantly. They wouldn't do that. So the world is laughing at us. The world is taking advantage of us. Things that are happening now are unthinkable, and they're unthinkable at the border. We have millions of people invading our country. This is an invasion. This is the worst invasion probably. We've never had anything like it. No country has ever had anything like it. The number today could be 15 million people. And they're coming from rough places and dangerous places. And we had that shut down. We had everything going so beautifully. We are going to do it right. We're going to have the greatest economy ever in the history of our country. We're going to top what we did. We're going to become an energy center of the world. We were ready to become energy dominant, and they stopped that. But we're going to become energy dominant. We're going to pay off debt. We're going to do things that nobody thought was possible. You know, we hadn't done our second phase of the tax cuts. When we did the tax cuts, the Democrats fought us very hard. And now they say, well, I guess that was pretty good because we took in much more revenues after we cut taxes. And then we did all of those regulation cuts, and people were working, and everybody was happy, and we were all proud of our country. But we're going to win this election because we have no choice. If we lose the election, we're not going to have a country left. We have to get the criminals out. We have many, many criminals that have entered our country. We have people coming in from such bad places, and we're going to have to get them out. We have murderers that are being deposited into our country. We have drug dealers at the biggest and highest levels that are coming into our country. We have people coming into our country that just shouldn't be here, but many, and I say many, large percentages, they come in through the caravans, they come in many different ways. Now we find out again, they come in through airplanes, we send them in. This is crazy. But they come into our country, we're going to stop them. We're going to close our borders. We're going to have to deport a lot of people, a lot of bad people, because our countries can't live like this. Our cities are choking to death. Our states are dying. And frankly, our country is dying. And we're going to make America great again, greater than ever before. Thank you very much. It's been a big night. Thank you very much. Thank you.
Don't you ever President, what's your message to Democrats who are concerned about your poll numbers?
My poll numbers, the last 5 polls you guys don't report, I'm winning. 5 in a row. You guys only look at the New York Times. They're a great paper.
Mr. President, what are you preparing for your State of the Union address?
You'll hear me on Thursday. All right? Thank you all so very much.
Oh, I'm terribly frustrated with this country. I mean, the fact that we have Biden and Trump to choose from, it's disgraceful. It's just disgraceful. We don't need 2 octogenarians in office, running for office. There's plenty of other people who are earlier in their careers who could run and do a better job than those 2.
Very disappointed. I wish there were 2 better options. Honestly, I hope that Nikki Haley pulls it off some type of way, because I do think the Republican Party needs some sort of reform. I don't think the way that Trump's carrying the party is a positive route forward, but I'm not going to be surprised when it's Trump and Biden.
It hurts my soul to say that I will vote for Joe Biden over Donald Trump.
Why is that?
COVID is a big one. He acted like it wasn't a big deal. My dad died of it for Republican politics. It's just unconscionable. Not to mention all the other revenge problems he's got. He can't seem to admit that he lost an election, and frankly, I don't think he has a direction for the country.
Go ahead. Just stand again. Yeah. Good night again. Wait, traveling north. Wait. Campaigning?
Well, I think there's a lot going on in our country right now, and this is our time for Americans to vote on who we think our leadership should be and get us in the direction we all need to go.
I knew it was inevitable. I'm just disappointed as well. I wish Haley stuck around and everything, but it's just going to make us look like more of a circus to the rest of the world, which is just disappointing.
It's a Trump-Biden rematch. I mean, to be honest with you, life was a lot better underneath the other guy. You know, Orange Man bad, but, you know, so what? I was making money. I was living. I was able to freaking make it. I'm struggling now, and I make good money, and I don't want to be struggling anymore. You know, not only that, the guy that's in there right now has drastically screwed things up.
Oh, man, this is a crazy one. There's someone that I really hope does not become president. And so I think, you know, even though I don't think there's any question that Biden is going to win California of the primary, but still, it's like, get in there and get those votes happening, because I don't want Trump to be president again.
And
I just wanted to show my support for Joe Biden and Kamala Harris. I just think it is so important that they defeat Trump. I just think that that would be a disaster for our country if Trump is our president for the next 4 years. And so I'm doing what I can to make sure that doesn't happen.
I voted for Donald Trump.
And why is it important for you?
Because I think he's the best candidate for the job. He's done it before, and I think he can do it again. He's a good man, he's a fighter, and he'll help save this country.
And I voted for Nikki Haley to cancel out Donald Trump because I think he's by far the worst candidate. So we have a divided household.